Welcome to Prince Shorthand House. Exercise number 48 Legal Real Judgments 100 words a minute. Ready? Start. This is a petition under Article 226 of the Constitution seeking quashing of the order dated 14th September 2009 whereby application of the petitioner for grant of parole to enable him to file a special leave petition before the Honorable Supreme Court was declined by the respondent. The request of the petitioner has been turned down on the following grounds. Point 1. Adverse police report regarding law and order problem. Point 2. Apprehension of convicts jumping the parole. Point 3. The convict can file SLP from jail itself where free legal aid is available. Grant of parole being an executive function, it is primarily for the government to consider such a request and pass appropriate order on it. If, however, it is shown that the order passed by the government refusing parole is based upon extraneous consideration or on the ground which are not relevant or germane, it is open to this court in exercise of its jurisdiction of the Constitution to quash such an order and direct release of a convict on parole. The appeal of the petitioner having dismissed by this court special leave petition before the Honorable Supreme Court is his last resort. His keenness to engage the best lawyer he can and to adequately brief him so as to enable him to effectively present his case before the Honorable Supreme Court cannot be disputed and need to be appreciated by government as well. The learned appearing for the respondent states that since the complainant is residing in same locality in which the petitioner was residing, there is an apprehension that he may try to intimidate harm. In my view, such an apprehension without there being any reasonable basis for it cannot be a valid ground for declining parole, particularly when not only the petitioner been already convicted, even the appeal filed by him has been dismissed. If he did not try to harm or intimidate the complainant during trial, he is unlikely to do it at this stage. Ordinarily, the convict would have no incentive for intimidating the complainant oblique injured once the witness has already been examined. In any case, suitable conditions can be imposed upon the petitioner to ensure that while on parole, he does not try to intimidate the injured or even approach him in any manner. As regards the apprehension that the convict may jump parole, such a risk exists not only in case of parole but also in a case where an under trial or a convict is released on bail, but in the absence of circumstances or material justifying such an apprehension, it would not be proper to decline parole on this basis alone. The third ground on which parole has been declined is that the convict can file the SLP from jail itself where free legal aid is available. As noted earlier, a special leave petition before the Honorable Supreme Court being the last remedy available to the petitioner, his anxiety to engage the best available advocate which he can afford needs to be understood. If he wants to engage an advocate of his choice, he must be given adequate opportunity for this purpose, unless these are reasonable grounds justifying denial of such an opportunity. For the reasons given in the preceding paragraphs, the order passed by the respondent is quashed and the petitioner is directed to be released on parole after 1 week from today for a period of 4 weeks from the date of his release. In case there is breach of any of the aforesaid conditions, it would be open to the police to arrest the petitioner and launch him forthwith in the jail to undergo the remaining portion of sentence awarded to him. Stop.